So now we're going to show you how to complete the card pieces for the magazine. So there's two pieces that have to be stuck together, then we have to attach it to the plastic base and then add the detail. So first of all, we're going to take the two parts from page 6 that are the majority of the magazine. So there's the joining piece and then the sides, so we'll just pop those out of the card. Again, taking care not to tear or rip anything. Again, our this little triangle of card also needs to be pulled out, and then we can use our headphone trick again to get rid of all the holes. There's quite a few small circles of paper that need to be removed from here, so we'll just take those out. So again, when you push those out, just kind of twist them off the back, again to avoid any kind of tearing of the vinyl. Okay, so I think we've got all of those out. Okay, now we want to glue those two, first of all glue those two pieces together. So I'm just going to move the instructions here, because otherwise it's going to be white on white and very difficult to see. So just move those to one side. So we're joining the two pieces of card together, so just a little piece of glue at the bottom, and then along the sides. So first of all we're going to stick that, what is basically the bottom and the front of the magazine, in place. And we've also added two other pieces of glue, so we're just going to fold the tabs in on themselves. Like that, and then fold the two sides inwards and stick those down. The good thing about super glue is it doesn't dry too quickly unless you put something on it, so you can leave it there for a little while just on the paper. Okay, so we're going to stick those sides down. So the left and right side of the magazine are now coming together. Okay, and then what you want to do is fold those around, and then the bottom of the magazine, fold the two tabs in, and then fold the bottom up. Yeah, just put some glue there first. Left and right, little stripe of glue, and then fold the sides in and hold those in place for a few seconds. Okay, so you've basically created the kind of like the cradle for the magazine. So left and right, and the back of the magazine are now kind of in place. So now what we can do, as per step 18, is just to put the magazine in place and screw it down. So he's going to take the magazine, pop that in the cradle, and then all of these little tabs need to be folded in and then pushed inside the left and right flap of the magazine. So just make sure they all go in. Okay.
Both sides.
It'll be a bit tricky to get them all in. Okay, once you've got them in place, oops, let's try again. Fold those in there like that. It can be a bit tricky to get them all in. Also, I'm doing it at a little bit of a funny angle to try and get it under the camera. So, and then a little bit different to the instructions, what I normally do is first of all just to put in one screw on either side. So just screw in the middle screw on either side. So we'll do one side, just tighten that up. And flip it over, and again put the centre screw in, just line the two holes, pop the screw in there, and screw that in as well. Okay. So once I've done the middle screw, basically everything's in place now. Now I can go to page 8 and get the two side details. So I'm just going to push those out of the push those out of the die cut, and then push out all of the unwanted or unnecessary additional pieces of paper. Again, just push those all out like that. Flip them over, and again try and twist all those pieces of paper off. Again, if you want to use these little pieces as detail elsewhere, then go for it. Or even if you want to leave them on the magazine, also possible. Okay, but once those are all out, we just need to glue those into the sides. You'll see there's a fat part of the shape that goes at the bottom of the magazine. Okay, so the fat piece, so the thin piece goes towards the top of the magazine, and the fat ridge goes towards the bottom. And then the back of this detail shape, that lines up with the back of the magazine. Okay, so we turn it over, we line up the back of the magazine with the detail, line up the bottom, and just glue that down. Press it down, and that'll form a nice seal with the magazine. Okay, do the same on the other side again. Fat piece goes to the bottom, so we just glue around the rest. Okay, and pop that in place and glue that down. So that's pretty much now in place, and then the only last thing we need to do is to screw in the 4 remaining screws. So again, line up the screw holes. Something stuck to my screwdriver. So line up the screws, line up the paper holes, and screw in the last 4 screws. So again, just screwing those in place. So again, just move the paper slightly so that you can see right through the holes. The plastic should then automatically be lined up. And glue those in place, and then the last 2 holes on the other side again, just move the card a little bit if you can't see through. Oops, screw dropped out again. Try that again. Okay, so now we have it. We can screw those 4 screws in place. And with that, your magazine is basically done.